Hello everyone, it's Old Guardian here. Welcome to the third part of my Deathrattle Rogue adventure. If you want to know more about this deck and archetype, then check out the previous parts where I explain it in a bit more depth. This version of the deck, I was trying to go without Corpse Takers. Corpse Taker just quite wasn't performing well enough. I really wanted to find out if there's a way to cut it. But this one actually performed a little bit worse than the previous two versions, so at least this way to cut Corpse Takers was not the right way. The advantage of cutting Corpse Takers is that you can also get rid of Argent Squires, which are quite disappointing, and you can use Fireflies. In theory, if you can use Fireflies, then you could also use more combo cards, because you would have some combo activators, but this build didn't have any combo cards in it. Instead it had Spiritsinger Umbra and Bone Mare. But this build didn't quite perform as well as expected. There were still some good games with it, and it's still a Deathrattle Rogue. So many of the same rules of gameplay still apply. So I compiled the best games of this deck for you anyway. Let's go take a look at it in action. I think I want the one just in case of the Zoo, although I think it's most likely to be an Even Warlock, which is also why I keep the Blight Nozzle. Because Blight Nozzle can often answer a giant. Unless it gets silenced, in which case it can't, but hey, you can't have everything right. Let's drop a Firefly on one even though it was an Even Warlock. Oh, that Cold Blood is interesting. Yeah, we're going for it. Let's go for it and punch him in the face. He probably has some kind of an answer though, but I do have Dagger and Backstab and this one, so I can kill a Homunculus while still holding on to my Cold-Blooded minion. I can keep both minions. I'm going to backstab this fellow and kill it off and punch him in the face. I'm just trying to punch him in the face really quickly now. We'll see how this turns out. Okay, well that's nasty. That is too much for me to handle. Ooh, and the noose too. Oh boy, oh boy. The ooze, he might be able to kill the Umbra. Yeah, Defile can kill an Umbra. I still suppose I need to go with the Umbra here. He still needs a Defile to kill the Umbra. It's Umbra time. And punch face. Because if he plays the 7-7, I can kill the 7-7. He can't play that. He has to play Defile. Or Hellfire. Or at least a Spellstone. Well, he could have a Silence, I suppose. There are definitely things, but the 7-7 is no answer. Let's see. This is not an answer. Because I just play the Blight Nozzle. And I get a 1/1 poisonous. Pow. He's Umbra going face. Do I feel need to protect this somehow? No, Umbra is going face. Let's try this. I mean, he didn't have a Defile or Hellfire, right? If he had a Defile or Hellfire, he would have played one. At least I can't see any reason not to. So he's going for some kind of Defile play now. He did have a Defile, he just didn't want to play it. Oh, a double Defile. Intriguing. Intriguing. And there can be a 5 damage Spellstone in hand too. If I play Scalebane, he plays 5, and he plays 5 damage spells, so I still think I need to get the Scalebane out there now. I still think this is better than the Necreum Blade. Necreum Blade is just pretty weak overall. Alright, and the next thing is just the Twilight Drake. This is getting really interesting now. Because now I'm playing the Necreum Blade. And I'm pushing 8 to face. Obviously don't have a Deathrattle minion, so what if he has... Even if he has another ruse. I think this is still the way. And I can play a Firefly. Do I need to play the Flame Elemental? Has played both Defiles. Yeah, Flame Elemental is good. Both Defiles have been played. He's at 1. He can have Shroom Brewers, but he can't play Shroom Brewer into Hellfire. He doesn't have Defiles left. Pow! I took out the Corpse Takers, because I didn't think Corpse Takers were doing enough. And after I take out the Corpse Takers, then obviously I don't need the Squires anymore, then I can put in the Fireflies, which are superior cards to Squires. Unless you happen to need that Divine Shield. And then I put in... So, Argent Squires and Corpse Takers are out. I put in Fireflies, Umbra and Boneware. That's the current plan. We'll see where it goes. I have no idea yet. He gets a nice trade on the Shiny Finder, but I still think I want to play it. Just to get that Necreum Blade ready. He might coin a secret. A little bit unlikely, I suppose. I don't have a Deathrattle, but I think I still need to go with this now. I can't let him like coin Blessing of Kings here, even though I do have a sap now. But I probably want to sap Steed. We'll see. Anything can happen. He might have an Ooze too. And that left me in a pretty bad spot. Secret's undoubtedly going to defend the Amani. It could be a redemption, for example. I think I need to wait. He might Blessing the Amani now. Just True Silver. Okay. Well, that is some damage coming in, of course. Which I'm not too happy about. Blight Nozzle seems fine, though. I can probably Blight Nozzle here. I will deny Coin Steed, although I could of course sap a Coin Steed. But I'll try with the Blight Nozzle. He can kill the Blight Nozzle with the True Silver Champion, obviously. So we get to see what the secret is. I was expecting Redemption. Didn't get the Redemption, but I did get the kill on the Amani. He can use the True Silver Champion to kill the Blight Nozzle, but then he would also need to deal with the remainder, the Ooze. He doesn't have to deal with the Ooze. Intriguing. He still has all the cards that he kept. He kept his entire hand and he hasn't played anything from there. So that's also pretty interesting. I think I want to develop the Scalebane here. Running a bit low on health, obviously. But we'll see what we can do here. He kept his entire hand and he hasn't played anything that he kept. He has just played the cards that he has drawn. So when do we get to see the cards that were there all the time? There's some kind of lethal setup at play here. I mean, it has to be, right? Has to be some kind of lethal setup at work here. I think I'll Mossy the Talnos. I think that's acceptable. Can he go for some kind of equality play next? Maybe. I mean, equality and another Avenging Rat would be lethal, but they don't typically run double Avenging Rat nowadays. I think I'll go for the Mossy and the hit to the face. Then the Mossy becomes a 5/7/2. He might have Silence, obviously. So many things that there can be. Equality plays definitely can give him ways to kill me. But if this is just a steed play, then I have a sap. Yeah, that's not a very strong play now, is it? That's 10. You're nowhere near lethal yet, but it's not too bad. I can't quite get that cube Leroy set up. But I am always sapping this recruit. This one is always getting sapped. That's for sure. We get rid of the steed. And these fellows are always going face. But I need another 13 and I can't deal that much. I could deal 7.
Here we go.
I think we do it like this for now. There can obviously be equality plays. Equality Avenging Wrath isn't enough now, though.
Do you like to play with fire?
Okay, that one is not going to be enough either. Oh, with that fellow it is enough. No, it's still not enough. Because this doesn't have lifesteal. So this is fine. Hit there. Leroy, Cold Blood, eviscerate this.
Here we go.
Okay, we've got this. That's Leroy. That's Cold Blood on the Leroy. That's eviscerate on the taunt. And Leroy to the face. I might try with something like this. The Umbra Keep. Should I mulligan more aggressively for the egg though? Yeah, I suppose Umbra Keep is not strong enough. It could be Murlocs. Who knows? Anything's possible. Why would a Murloc Mage think this long in the mulligan? They wouldn't. It has to be a big spell. No Murloc Mage would ever think that long in the mulligan. Prove me wrong. It's big spell. Still need to shiny finder. Need to find my blade. He kept 2 cards. That's a problem. They could be weapon removal. He would definitely keep weapon removal against Rogue. He knows I have this Necrim blade in hand. I will use this to bait the weapon removal. Bait and bait. It's still bad for me, but I don't have much better things to do. That's the coin too, so there's going to be some powerful stuff. I think I need to play the Umbra here. Because, I mean, you can coin Dragon's Fury to deal with the Umbra. Other than that, there are not that many ways to deal with it. I just don't have any big Deathrattle coming, so his board class will still be enough. Even a little later. Oh, that's problematic. Because now he can pick up runes. They always pick up runes. For some reason they love runes. Oh, that's a good draw. It's not runes. It's a mirror entity. Intriguing. Okay, and then the crawler. And Umbra will trigger the crawler. Crawler will kill this one. I'm going to kill this one. Get another 1/1. That's going to kill this one. And Umbra is going face. But yeah, Dragon's Fury is awesome still here. Has anyone ever told you that the wall behind you looks exactly like the top right part of the Aegis board you're playing on right now? It is the top. It is the Aegis board. I have a green screen. I don't know. I don't know what. I don't even know. How do I play around? How do I play around removal? It's difficult. I could play like Scalebane, Cold Blood. Trade. This one dies. This one goes down to 2. I guess that's the play here. It's not great, but I suppose that's the play. This one will die. This one goes down to 2. But I still have a good meteor positioning here. So at least there's that. Oh, Dragon's Fury can always wipe it. There's not much I could do about that, and then he can coin ping. Ouch. That Tyrant is pretty sweet too. It looks unlikely for me to be able to really push through this. Just a bit too much incoming stuff. I mean, if I play like Scalebane Flame Elemental, then the Tyrant hits the Scalebane and he can ping that one away and leave just Flame Elemental, which isn't even that scary. Using my Eviscerate on the Tyrant also feels bad. But I suppose I have to. I think this is the line I have to take here. But Big Spell Mage has almost stabilized by now. He has only used one AoE spell too, so there will be plenty of AoE spells coming. He can drop one on the Scalebane now. He can easily afford to do that. Well, that was an intriguing line of events. Because now I got Necreum Blade and Ziliax. But he can still just drop some AoE. I guess that's still what I need to do here. Do I want Ziliax to have Divine Shield? That's an interesting question, I suppose. But then this wouldn't need to go down to 3 if Ziliax keeps the Divine Shield. No, I can let go of that. I have to be hitting face here a lot. I can't just wait. Trying to deny some draw, but if he draws with this multiple cards, then he loses tempo. Obviously Meteor is awesome here. So he doesn't have a Meteor in hand. So if I had hit here, I would have missed 5 damage, and he would have still got the 1 card. Because if I had Meteor, he would have always played Meteor and pinged the Acolyte. I don't have any Deathrattle minions in hand, but I might be able to find something. Does he not have any AoE in hand? I mean, it's possible. The Hall of Fame Fireballs. What do you mean? Big Spell Mage doesn't run Fireball. Bone Maritime. No Wildspine Slayer. Yeah, this deck doesn't run Wildspine Slayer. Do I want to play my Flame Elemental out there? Is there something that I can do with the Flame Elemental later on? There really isn't. So I do want to play it out there. Let's see. What if he just plays Jaina? I have only 14 damage, I can't kill him. Yeah, they're called Big Spell Mages nowadays because the main AoE piece is Dragon's Fury. Reveal a spell from your deck, deal damage equal to its cost to all minions. So they have to run expensive spells so that they can get Dragon's Fury effect. So the cheapest spell they run is Polymorph. That's the Jaina. I have been wondering about whether I need to remove Necrum Vial from this deck. So far I haven't done that. I needed 3 damage, and I didn't find it. It's going to heal for 3 next turn. If he kills the taunt, he might even freeze my face. If he freezes my face, but he doesn't have a taunt, and he doesn't heal more, and I top deck Leroy. Yeah, I think I need to push face with the weapon now. This gives me more outs. Oh no. That Alex. That Alex is a big deal. And I'm blanking here. Okay, I probably lost this one. I can't see the way out. Yeah, I don't see the way out. I think the mage stabilized. I had my chance to draw Eviscerate or Leroy. Or Cold Blood. So definitely I had outs here. Multiple outs. But I couldn't find them. And there's no way the mage is going to whiff a lot of more draws for AoE pieces. He has spent 1 this game. There are plenty remaining. That Alex was absolutely crucial. Alex is very rarely used in Big Spell Mage nowadays though. So it's not a common card to see in this deck at all. So in that sense this was pretty surprising. Alright, that's a timely Blight Nozzle. The correct positioning is here. Blight Nozzle. Necroom Vial. Kill the Lich King. Kill the Alex Straza. Push 6, put him down to 9. He can attack this one here and then ping his Skeleset for a Water Elemental. I still probably need to push face here. Let's see. Also get to see what the Lich King card is going to be. There are still some outs. Although once he finds the Arcane Artificers, he's going to get so much armor. It's still not looking great. And what is the Lich King card? So many questions. Intriguing game though. I really don't understand what his hand is. Because he has used 1 AoE spell. I mean, there have to be more. Okay, so it's Meteor here, and then Water Elemental from the Blight Nozzle. Got it. Oh, it's Death and Decay from the Lich King. That works out. And a Ziliax. Wow. I need to try with the egg. But I'm afraid this is not going to be enough. Too much lifesteal now. What can you do? Couple of great. He rolled a bit poorly because he couldn't find the AoE pieces at start. But then he started rolling really high. With the Lich King cards and stuff. Which was enough. And now he's going to just heal up. There's no way for me to catch up to this. Also can't get through the Hungry-Etin. I've used both Blight Nozzles. I mean, I can sap it if I top deck a sap. But that's not a sap now, is it? I guess I could eviscerate it. Nah, there are no real outs anymore. He's healing too much. It's time to concede. It might. Let's go find out. Nah, it's an Odd Paladin. Okay, Odd Paladin is an auto loss. I don't think... I have never won against Odd Paladin with this deck. And I don't think I will. Multiple times I've been in a position where if they don't top deck Leroy, I win. But I have never been able to win from there. I just don't see any good plays. If it wasn't exactly Argent Squire, there might have been some kind of backstab play. Shiny Finder backstab to try to gain some initiative. But when it happened to be exactly the Squire with the Divine Shield, that was too much. I could try to gain some initiative with the double backstab play, but that's still not a whole lot of initiative. I would still have to top deck either the Blight Nozzle or the Devil's Oreg next turn. Now I can do it like this. I can do the double backstep. I can do double backstep on these and kill that one too. It's a desperate matchup. Didn't Nine-Man Dragon just got their power? Oh yeah, Gurubash, you haven't played for a while. Yes, if you have that card in your deck, and your deck is only odd cost cards, so all of your cards have to cost 1 or 3 or 5 or 7 or 9, then it justifies your hero power. This draw though. This draw is not getting me where I want to go. Sadly. And he had another Divine Shielded minion too, so that's very unfortunate. I think I have to sacrifice that one. Maybe I can start top decking Deathrattles. I need the egg or the crawler. I probably needed it already. And it was mandatory that he doesn't have Protector Squire. Divine Shield minions, they are just so difficult for me to deal with. Yeah, no way out of this one. But I have never won this matchup, so... And this draw is miserable. Anyway, out of this... What would I need to draw to win this from here? I don't think I have anything. I just don't think I have anything left that I could draw to win from here. He levels up, even if I draw Blight Nozzle. Maybe the Blight Nozzle top deck. So when I do it like this, then there might be a Blight Nozzle top deck. If he levels up. That's 12. Then I Blight Nozzle, hit, Blight Nozzle activates, kills, eviscerates. Something like that, but obviously in a very, very poor position. But as I said, this matchup is the worst matchup for the entire deck, and that's going to be a loss. Mecha Jaraxxus, you say? Okay, we're keeping the blade, we're keeping the egg. He mulliganed everything, so there's no reason for me to assume that he would have a weapon removal piece in hand. Is this contra Warlock or Zoo, by the way? It's not an even lock. It's Zoo, right? It is actually Zoo. Intriguing. Are you telling me he has double Flame Imps to start with? Not quite, but close. Okay. This Eviscerate is going to kill the Flame Imp then. And I'm going to play Necroom Blade next turn. That will kill the Void Walker. Then I'll play the egg. That's the plan. Let's go. We'll see what happens. Necroom Blade, kill this one. Next move. Zoo usually doesn't run weapon removal, so he shouldn't be able to take away the blade. Egg and kill the tree too, because this can grow. I get a 5/5 on the board. He can't remove a 5/5 with a Soul Fire. He needs more than that. I have Vial for next turn. He can have Fungalmancer. This is still a Vial turn, right? This is still a Vial turn. He can have a Fungalmancer. Maybe he tries to go just all face and beat me down. He might be able to do it. Fungalmancer now. Push 9 to face. Not a Fungalmancer. That's a piece of good news. Okay, I get to wipe the board. That's cool. He could have Despicable Dreadlord. Am I worried about that? Nah, it's all cool. Time to mossy it up. Of course I'm a little bit worried about the Despicable Dreadlord, but I still need to do this. That's the Despicable Dreadlord. Machkas, should I disenchant Skull of the Manari? I only play even. Well, if you only play even, then you don't do anything with the Skull of the Manari. But Skull of the Manari is a really solid card, so I still probably wouldn't disenchant it. Well, I would disenchant it if I know that I'm never going to play it. But it's a really good card. I'm going to cold blood this one to kill the Dreadlord. It will still be at 2 health. It cannot be killed with another Dreadlord. And I can either develop the Crawler, or I can develop the Scalebane. Crawler or Scalebane. That's the only decision, really. I think I'm going for the Scalebane. Cold blood this to kill the Dreadlord. This one goes face. He might Soulfire the Devil's Oar. He might play Doom God or Leroy or something. Both chain gangs are gone. Vial is a little bit early. He's at 27 and I have 13. I have 19. But there could be a swing back. I think it is safer to trade. I'll go for the trades. But then after the trades, I have the opportunity to cube. No, it's the Blight Nozzle. He could silence it. That can always happen. Because I have the Blight Nozzle Vial for next turn also. And if he's going to silence the Blight Nozzle, then he's going to silence the Blight Nozzle. We'll see about that. Not enough mana to do Cube Vial. I would have had enough mana to do Blight Nozzle Vial, which could remove 2 minions, but he already played both Chain Gangs and both Doubling Imps. He still has Leroy or Doom Gods, and he still has Soulfires. And of course Happy Ghouls and stuff. 10, 18, 19... 23 damage. I'm 1 off. How scared am I? He still has healing too, so it's not clear that it's over. I think I'll just Vial here. Use the small ones to trade, so that I can push face with everything else. I don't think he has any way around this. He doesn't have 14 from hand. And he's at 5. He's not going to survive. He can't even wipe all of this stuff. Then I have Bone Mare coming. I can do Bone Mare and Sap. But he doesn't even have Taunts left. He has 1 Void Walker. So if there is a minion, I can Bone Mare and Sap. I don't think he has any outs. I might keep this hand against the priest. And I knew it wasn't refined. No one has figured it out. And I mean, we are playing in top 1000 legend all the time, so... Let's kill the cleric. Priest with a full keep. Which version of deck will you showcase in YouTube? I think I'll showcase them all. What kind of priest? I really don't know. Do I want to go in with the Necroom Blade now? Well, I at least have to equip it. I don't actually have to hit with it. I can hit with it next turn. I probably don't need to proc next turn. That's the assumption here.
Here we go.
I prepare the Blight Nozzle. This could be like a Mind Blast Priest. Then there's going to be coin things. Oh, I like Scalebanes. Let's play the Scalebane out there. We can get some actual damage going. Now he needs to do something.
Let the
Silence is not a bad choice. He can coin Psychic Scream next turn, so I don't want to commit. I need to keep card draw to a minimum. And I don't want to commit anything more than this, because they can be coin Scream. This looks like a Mind Blast Priest to me.
Someone injured?
Oh, he runs Circle. No, Divine Hymn. Alright, well that draws just one. That might be enough though. I don't particularly want a Firefly back in my deck. I think I'll backstep and trade the Firefly into the Cleric. These fellows are pushing face. So he can do coin. He could do coin Anduin. Oh, that's bad for me. I do need to play the Flame Elemental then. Now this is a problem. He can do Hymn or he can do Anduin. Those are completely different answers to those two options that he has there. I think I'll just go with this and hope this one lands here. Why haven't it crafted Kingsbane? Well, I haven't wanted to play Kingsbane yet. Okay, so he's going to have 3 Screams. He can have more Spirit Lashes and he can have... There can be lots of nasty things he can have here. But I think this is still what I'm going for here.
Here we go.
I mean, he can Scream again, of course. We'll see if he has another Scream. He might be looking for another Scream. Oh, if he has 4 Screams in this game, that might just be too much. I can't draw enough minions to answer all of that. So not a Scream. Well, what is it if it's not a Scream? Silence. I see. If I Cold Blood and he has Anduin, then it kills the cube. So I must not Cold Blood yet. This has to be a Mind Blast Priest, right? Even though he's running Spirit Lash for some reason. Which seems like a weird inclusion, but... it still has got to be it. Down to 15, so up to 17. And I have 8 from hand, so this is not a lethal setup. I can only make it a lethal setup by playing the Blight Nozzle. I'm too afraid of another Scream. I don't dare to try that lethal setup here. So this is the 15 now. If I hit face with the cube, then 15 could be enough if he doesn't do anything. That's intriguing. Can I sacrifice a minion? I don't think I want to. If he only heals face, I have a lethal setup for next turn. And Anduin does not kill this minion. That's going to be lethal. Boom. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the show, please click the like button and subscribe to my channel for more.